Over the past few weeks, we've had a fair few sellout tours in Bristol. We had Take That, and more recently, we had the Spice Girls. Well, tonight, I'm going to a sellout tour that's a little bit different.
Although no musicians will be taking to the stage here at the Wills Memorial Building, each of the speakers at the Talking About Diabetes on Tour event is a star in their own right.
So the event is for people to come along and share their stories of the incredible things that they've done living with diabetes. And of course, everybody with type 1 diabetes is doing incredible things every single day.
Paul Coker runs a website which helps people with type 1 diabetes get into sport and is one of 3 inspirational speakers sharing their stories of the incredible things that they've done whilst living with type 1 diabetes.
For me, I climbed Kilimanjaro. I did 40 half marathons in a year, which is just nonsense in anybody's book. And there are other people here. There's a professional cyclist and we've got a sprinter here. But really it's about the people coming here and networking with each other to share their experiences of living with type 1 diabetes. And it's about turning the attitude of, I can't do that, I've got diabetes too, I can do that.
And that can-do attitude is what helped to propel athlete Mel Stephenson-Gray into her sporting career after receiving her diagnosis at the age of 13.
So my speech tonight focuses on the skills that I feel having diabetes brings us. So it'd be quite easy to focus on the negatives of having diabetes because it's not the easiest condition in the world to live with. However, I feel that it's kind of brought skills like resilience, like motivation, like determination that you might not necessarily kind of consider, but actually for me they've been really beneficial in my sporting career. I think tonight the biggest benefit will be the shared experience because there'll be some people who've never met anybody else with diabetes before, and there'll be people that are already established members of the diabetes community, but it doesn't matter either way because it's about sharing each other's experiences and coming together.
And my doctor said, yeah, that's Steve here. He lives with type 1 diabetes, just like you.
Talking About Diabetes, or TAD for short, is an initiative started by 3 doctors which is aiming to get people to think differently about diabetes. And at this particular event in Bristol, sport and diabetes is the focus. Amongst the accomplished athletes taking to the stage is former professional cyclist Justin Morris, who now travels the world giving talks on how he maintained a professional sports career and type 1 diabetes.
Travel gives you perspective. And as someone living with type 1 diabetes, sometimes it takes that dose of perspective to realise how good we do have it, particularly in countries like the United Kingdom, particularly in countries like my own one, Australia. We really do have access to the epitome of resources as far as diabetes is concerned. And seeing the state of many other countries in the world and the resources they have at their disposal for type 1 diabetes, it makes you very appreciative of what you've got and that you do have those resources. I call them like rungs in the ladder to our dreams.
Though he may have hung up his helmet, Justin now works as a global ambassador for his former cycling team.
Team Novo Nordisk is the world's first ever professional sports team where all of the athletes on the team live with the challenge of type 1 diabetes. Recently we just were racing in the biggest bike race in America, the Tour of California, which is classified as a world tour race. So it really is the epitome of the sport, and to be able to not just be there but compete there at the highest level whilst dealing with the challenges of type 1 diabetes really proves that type 1 diabetes is just that, is a challenge, is not a barrier to pursue your dreams in life.